Hi everyone, Scott here from That Moto app. Today's video is all about getting started in your brand new account and putting your first moto in your garage. Let's take a look. This is a brand new account. Nothing's been done to it yet. If I start here by clicking on My Garage, we can see it's empty. So of course, we're just gonna go over here and smash the button, Add Bike to Garage. TMA is built for all types of motos. The functionality is common no matter what really you're riding. We're into dirt bikes, dual sports, adventure bikes, so I'm gonna add one here. In fact, what I'm gonna add is this beautiful 890 that's right behind me. So we're gonna call it Scrappy 2.0. You can, a lot of people just name their bike like KTM 890 or whatever, but we like to have some fun with the names. I'm gonna put the year in, 2024, manufacturer is KTM, there we go. It's an 890R. You can put in a description if you want to, you really don't have to. There's no little asterisk there saying you have to, so. Let's see, type. This is kind of your philosophy of use or what category it fits into for you. You could call this a hefty enduro bike, an adventure touring bike. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna go hefty enduro, that's how we ride these things. The status, it's either active or it's a bike you used to have. And well, it's right there, it's active. This is where we start with the having TMA work the way you want it to work. So we're very sensitive to the fact that some people want to share things and some people don't. If you don't want to share anything, that's fine. TMA can be your own little silo with just you in it effectively. So the community visibility here, you can either have it completely private, just for people you consider buddies in the system, anybody who follows you, or just let everyone see it. Same thing with commenting. You can either turn commenting off. If you don't want to hear what people have to say about your bike, just turn it off. I leave it on. Down here, we're gonna add our first images. I have a few prepared. First of all, it needs to be 500 pixels by 500 pixels, which is not big. So it has to be a decent quality photo, but not even that much. You can upload a batch of 10 at a time, and each file can be up to 20 megabytes at a time. Now, for most smartphones, that's gonna be fine. But if you're taking pictures with a real big camera, you're gonna have to downgrade that a little bit. I'm gonna click Browse here. It just opens up a window. We're gonna go into the 890 folder, and I'm going to add this AA picture. It's one that I got from our recent Moab trip. So I'm just gonna add the one for now. We're waiting until it goes green like that, boom, files are ready to go. I'm gonna move down a little bit further here. You can enable odometer or hour meter tracking for your oil changes. I'm gonna turn that on. It's a cool feature. My current reading is around 2,500 kilometers. Units of measurement, I'm gonna pull that open. You can see either kilometers, miles, or hours. So as you know, many dirt bikes are just in hours. So I'm in kilometers. Frequency of oil change, we're gonna go 5,000 on this bike. I can't remember what it's supposed to be, but we usually err on the side of caution. And the reading at last oil change was 1,200. That's when I got my first service done. So TMA is going to notify me, provided I keep updating my odometer in the system, which can be done from the smartphone, when I need my oil change, when it's at risk, and then when it's overdue. Down here we have your philosophy of use. That bike can be built up to do many different things. What am I doing with it? Deep exploration. I love going in the desert. I actually like trail riding a lot. Hard enduro, I wish. MX track, no thanks. And any of this multi-day travel and packing camping gear. That's exactly what I want to use this bike for. It's just telling other people who are looking at my mods, maybe we can understand why Scott's got some of the stuff on here based on how he plans to use the bike. Okay, we're gonna build the icon for my bike. I like this desert rally one. Yeah, that's kind of a good fit, isn't it? You can choose a color, it's whatever you want. Let's go KTM orange, and I'm gonna go add moto. The page is gonna refresh, and ta-da, my profile is built. So it's taken that picture, it's made it this header image for me. There's the icon that I built. You can see down here on the right-hand side, we have our visual oil change indicator of the health of that. Now, I can do some more stuff in here. Let's get those modifications added. So I'm gonna go here and click Edit Moto. I wanna change some of the stuff in this page. So I'm gonna edit. Now you can see it's actually way busier. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I have images, videos, mods, reference, logbook, goals, and sell. Cool, that's a lot, right? A lot that you wouldn't have realized unless you had clicked on Edit. I'm gonna go to Mods. So one thing we all have to do is add modifications to our bike, right? So I'm gonna go down here and add modifications. This one's fairly modified. It's got a few things going on. So I'm gonna go foot pegs. I don't remember what brand they are, sorry. We have in here, just because you have a modification doesn't mean you love it, right? There are certain things you love and things you maybe wish you didn't do, or maybe you're just indifferent to. So as people are looking at my profile, I want them to know, if we're talking about those foot pegs, excuse me, I love them. they're actually dropped a bit. So I'm not even a tall person, but it really opened up the riding compartment. Now I do scrape my pegs in the ground a little bit more, but I do love them because they open up that space a bit. So happiness rating comments, lower foot pegs. Love the space created for my legs. You guys don't want to watch me. Whoa. You don't want to watch me type, trust me. So I won't do a lot of that. Now I can go in and I can browse, and I've got here foot pegs. I named my photos just to make this all a little bit easier for you guys. I gotta wait till it's green, boom, done, add modification. Page will refresh, we're gonna see that in there. There's a little card, and it's got the happy face with the heart eyes, because I really do love this, and I'm just giving people a visual representation of how I feel about that particular mod. Let's go and add another one. Let's add my skid plate. Molecule. Skid plate. I like to try new things. I'd never used one of these skid plates before. Barely even seen them. And I love it. Why do I love it? Are we gonna go super smiley, happy face? Yeah, I have 0 reservations. Light, strong, slidey. So yeah, it doesn't bind up on rocks and things like that as much as maybe a metal one would. I don't know how to spell slidey apparently. Maybe I just made up the word. So we're gonna go skid plate, click on that. The page is refreshing, upload, boom, we're good to go. Add modification. I think that's a good explanation. I have some more ready to go, but let's leave it at that. A couple other things we could do. We could add more images. We can add a whole gallery of everywhere I've taken pictures of this bike. That's a lot of fun. I can link videos from YouTube where I've taken this bike, which I have a lot of now. It's very easy to do. You just go add video and paste the URL from YouTube right in there, and it'll be embedded. It's great. Mods we already talked about. Reference. Now, I would go online, find the owner's manual for this thing, download it, upload it here. I know this all sounds very complicated, downloading and uploading, but what it does is it's gonna synchronize to my phone, so I don't even have to think about it. When I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I need my manual for this thing, it will be on my phone. I don't have to connect to the towers. It will just be there, and that is handy. Logbook. That's where I can make notes about, here, let's just add one. Add log. So we can add wrenching notes, settings, like how I have my suspension settings, my clickers, all that stuff. Tire notes, like this tire is great or this one's terrible. Glad I took it off. It only got 3,000 kilometers out, or whatever it might be, or just some other notes. It's really just creating literally a logbook about your bike for you. And quite often I will also add photos of my receipts. When I go and buy something, I'll just be like, yep, just put it in here. And I don't have to worry about it. If I ever need that receipt again, it's digitally saved in TMA. And finally, let's go over to goals here. I'm very goal driven. I will look at my bikes and go, I need to get out 80 times this year. And I'd really love to get out 60 of those times on this baby right here. So I can set that goal. It's really easy. 60. And in 2024, that's going to be 2025. Oh, we haven't got 2025 yet. Can't do that just yet. Anyways, I should explain this calendar versus split calendar year. Calendar year is for us in North America. Our dirt biking season typically falls within a calendar year. However, if you're in New Zealand, you're going to do some of your dirt biking in the spring, which is like now, fall for us, and then through our winter. So they're going to have this kind of different span. An easier way maybe to think about it is if you're up here, our snowmobiling season is like November, December, January, February, March. So we've got a split year. So we've accommodated all that stuff. I'm just going to cancel out of that one. I don't want to do it. And then the final thing over here is if I were selling this bike, I can click this button, add the sale details, and then it will put a banner on the visual display for everyone to see that this bike is for sale. They can come in, take a look at my mods, take a look at where I've taken this thing, and reach out to me if they're interested in buying it. I'm going to click on that Moto app in the top left here. It's going to take me back to the home page, and look, my garage no longer has that AI generated little image. We are seeing Scrappy 2.0 right there, and that's how you add your first bike to the garage. There is a lot more going on here. Remember, this is a brand new account. It was opened today. So if you're like, okay, that was good. What else do I want to do? Well, I'd start by looking for these little fire things. Go and check out the exchange. Under here, there are motos. There'll be tons of them in there that you can go and take a look at. Other people have added things to their garage, or take a look at some of the adventures people have been on. There's a world of opportunity in here. Hope you have fun cruising around dreaming about your next adventure.